Hi, and welcome to Chamber Chat via Zoom. I'm 𝗘𝗸𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃, President of the Greater Lowell Chamber of Commerce. I'm so excited to have one of our newest members on today who I admire on LinkedIn on a daily basis. We have Ekaru here. We have Ann Westerheim, President in Nancy Amato Client Services. How are you both?
Great. Thank you for this opportunity. We're excited.
I'm so excited to have you both on. I can already tell that you are going to play off of each other really well. And that you seem like you finish each other.
That's what we do. We're called the dynamic duo at Ekaru.
I love it. I'm not surprised. So can you tell the viewers how long Ekaru has been around and what types of businesses you work with? A little bit about your business.
Yeah, we've been around for over 15 years and we work with small businesses. So a lot of local Main Street USA businesses, doctor's offices, accounting offices, medical offices, machine shops, and just about everything. And the idea is kind of to provide technology for the folks who are sort of have too much technology just for like the one computer person to take care of it. And they're kind of under the radar for the big technology suppliers. So that's where we want to really help folks.
Right. In addition to some of the companies Ann mentioned, there's also manufacturing companies, construction companies, retail, catering companies, movie theaters. We even have a tattoo removal company. I mean, you name it. We're here to help.
That's great. I think a lot of times the small businesses get left behind on things like this. So it's great that you're here to service them.
Yeah, there's so much new technology that's coming out, and there's so much that's available that's within reach of small businesses that they may not even be aware of. So that's a big part of what we do. A lot of training events, et cetera. And yeah, we just want to get the message out there that small businesses don't have to be left behind with technology.
And that they really do need to utilize technology to keep up, and that if they specialize in something else, leave the IT up to the experts, and that's why you're here for them.
Right. Yeah.
So what are some of the things local businesses can do to stay safe against increasing cybersecurity risks? I don't think you can go a day without hearing about some type of security breach. So could you give some tips?
Right.
Yeah, well, since the Colonial Pipeline event about a year ago, it's been in the news constantly, and with the world events right now, it's really escalated. So CISA has put up a Shields Up, and that's for all U.S. citizens, all businesses to really step up cybersecurity. And there's a lot of really simple and affordable things people can do. So multi-factor authentication. And what that means, it's something you know, which is a password, and something you have, like a code that comes to your phone. Keeping security up to date, like just doing patches. Nancy can tell you she sends out reports to all our clients every month on patch updates. Think before you click. Just a lot of threats come in via email, so that's really important. And strong passwords. These are just, you know, in this day and age, you really need like 8, 12 more characters for a password.
Right. We offer a lot of protection. A lot of people think they already have antivirus, anti-malware, but we also offer ransomware protection. Very low prices, you know, and people have to have it this day and age. So important.
I've never heard of think before you click. I mean,
yeah, that's a good one.
It makes so much sense. I love that. I smiled.
It's one of our favorite lines. Yeah.
So great. I mean, it makes so much sense. And they even say, like, when you're on social media, there's people that will do quizzes and put like their mom's maiden name and the street they grew up on and the school, where you went to school. Like, don't do that, because those are
no. Exactly.
No one knows.
Yeah.
Your company does monthly webinars, which I got to watch some of those on your YouTube channel, which is really great.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Can you share some of your past guest speakers and subjects? I mean, such great content there.
Sure. Yeah, we had one of our partners came on to talk about surviving the cyber security risks. That was a good one. We had that back in December. We also had another guest speaker who's a partner, and he has a background in a Department of Homeland Security. He talked about ransomware. That was another good one. We have these guest speakers come in, and you just don't even want to move when they're talking. The stories they have to share with us are really mind-blowing.
Yeah,
and a lot from them.
A lot of folks, you know, hear the headlines, and it's all big companies that make the news. And what a lot of folks don't realize is half of threats hit small businesses. It just doesn't make national news when it happens. And we have another one that's coming up in about 2 weeks or so on March 24th. We're going to talk about cybersecurity insurance. Because a lot of people are getting a wake-up call where they're not able to get renewed, they can't get insurance, or they have insurance, they're not going to be able to renew it, or skyrocketing rates. And the renewals now are coming in with, we had a 2-page glossary of terms for that we saw. The clients pass them along. Hey, can you help us answer these questions? Because the insurance companies aren't going to insure anybody who's not doing the basics to stay protected. So that's changing a lot. And also on VoIP phones, we did one recently. Basically, phones are like computers now on your network. So. And then a lot of our clients will just suggest things, or they have questions in advance, or can you please cover this? So that's a really fun part. Nancy does a lot of outreach to the community for that.
Right.
We'll definitely be sharing the March 24th. Is that open to anybody?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. I'm like, we'll definitely, wait a minute. I should check to make sure it's open for everybody. We can share that when we post this video, but you're talking about your partners, and you have an impressive list of partners.
Oh, yeah. We work with, the big play, Microsoft Office 365 is huge right now. Everybody, small businesses are finally making the full migration to that right now. And a lot of emerging vendors in cybersecurity. So for the ransomware protection, and these are things that exist that we just want folks to make really an informed decision about risk. It's not even about technology. It's about what kind of risk are you willing to accept for your business? What kind of protections do you want to put in place, and then just find that sweet spot, because there's a lot of things you can do before an event. There's not much you can do after. And a lot of it's just simple, low cost kind of stuff. Like one of the technology partners we work with has, they put software in place that just detects if there's anything running in the background, kind of like a motion detector. So if stuff gets through your protection measures, you can actually, search for things like, without getting too technical, like changes in the registry and stuff like that. So there's a lot you can do ahead of time. It doesn't have to be expensive, but after the fact, there's not a lot of options.
Right.
Yeah, and it's not only protecting your business. In many cases, it's saving your business. If you're a
Oh,
small
yeah.
business, and something happens, it could be the end of your business if you don't have.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, that a lot of people talk about cyber resiliency right now. So the idea is you can never be 100% secure. And then in terms of recovery, then, is your backup protected? A lot of cyber threats will attack the backup. So really how you back up the data makes a big difference. And then having a disaster recovery plan, like just even like a couple of bullets of just, it's just really hard to make decisions in the middle of a crisis. So just having some guidelines of knowing, the number of your insurance agent, and just having all that information, all the contact information for your team, really, really important. And that's, a couple of things like the NIST cybersecurity framework. It's about identify, like, where is your data, protect, put the right protections in place, detect. A lot of times people ask, well, how do I know if somebody's trying to get onto my computer at 2 a.m.? Well, unless you put certain technology in place to alert for stuff like that, you actually really don't know. So protection and detection are totally different. And then there's recovery. Can you actually recover from an event? So we try to do a lot of work to get people to think about the whole picture.
Well, anybody listening, I'm sure they are, because I'm thinking right now.
Yeah.
We offer layers and layers of protection.
So your company also does electronic recycling events, which is really unique and something that a lot of people look for. Can you share some of the items that can be dropped off during these events?
Oh, sure. So first of all, we had one in February. It was so successful, we decided to do another one. So I have one April 28th coming up.
Awesome.
And a lot of people like to drop off PCs and laptops, and we take out the hard drives for them, and those are destroyed right on site. The truck that we have come in here has the machine right in the back of the truck. It's pretty cool to see that go through. I'm recording the serial numbers on my end so we know what goes through. You can see that serial number as it's getting destructed. It's pretty cool. There's other things like monitors, TVs, old TVs that people have hanging around in the basement. Our clients are bringing them in, prospects. It's actually a community event, so we offer it to a lot of people in the area.
That's amazing. And you said TV in the basement. I feel like everybody has a TV in
Doesn't
the
everyone have that
Yeah,
extra one
yeah.
there that doesn't work?
Yeah, and most of the items are free, so we pay for the truck. Shredding the hard drives comes with a nominal fee, but
Right.
you know, except for those big giant old monitors that are like 3 feet deep, most of the items are free. Some of the bigger printers have a nominal cost based on the weight, but yeah, they're really popular because we have to go through it because we bring back when people replace equipment. We'll maybe supply 5 new laptops for folks. We bring back the equipment, take out the hard drives, lock them up, and then we safely destroy the data when we do the recycling event. So we figured, hey, let's just open it to everybody else because the
Right.
truck's here anyway, shredding.
That's amazing. Thank you for offering that. That's huge. And you don't hear of a lot of companies that not only bring in the new equipment, but take the old. Usually you're like stuck with a pile of computers and what do you do with them.
Right.
Yeah.
You also offer VoIP phones. Can you share with me how we can learn more about that?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of new technology coming out with phones. So basically now modern phones are basically like another like mini computer on your network. They just plug right into the network. So that's what VoIP means. It's voice over IP. And you know what a lot of small businesses can do is like it just runs over the internet. So you don't need to buy multiple different phone lines. Nancy does a lot of work with our partners on that. And we've set up we've set up all different kinds of offices. And we just did
Absolutely.
with all the computer technology that's behind it, you can actually get call center features. So, you know, like a call queue, you know, that maybe you think, oh, gee, only a Fortune 500 company could get this, but you could have a call queue that waits, say, you know, that maybe has some messaging about the company and, you know, we'll be picking up. You can press star to exit out and just leave a voicemail. So we love telling people about what's new with technology because a lot of small businesses might have a 20-year-old phone system and not even be aware, and they can get something brand new for less than they're already paying. So that's kind of neat.
It's so easy to get the process started. You know, clients or prospects will call me about it. I set up a demo within a day. They learn a little bit more about the phone system. And then, you know, from there, proposals created, you know, within 24 hours. And it's really a pretty quick process. What I tell a lot of people about the voice over IP phones that they really like is they're affordable, they're simple to use and reliable.
That's great. I mean, it sounds like there's access to so much technology for small businesses that they didn't have access to years ago.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's really exciting. Like you can take if you're on a call with your, say on your office desk phone and you need to leave, it's called a call flip. You could send it right over to your cell phone and it's not transferring it to your cell phone. You can actually run an app on your cell phone and do outbound calling with your office caller ID. So, you know, like work from home, this has been huge where people have distributed offices, but also, you know, snow days in New England, you know, it's great. You don't miss a beat. Everything that you can do from your office desk phone, you can do from your laptop or you can do with an app on your small phone. So it's when people see that, it's like, wow, you know, gee, I didn't know I could do that. I thought, you know, that would be, you know, tens of thousands of dollars and it was out of reach. And it's really quite, you know, quite achievable for any size business.
Right.
That's amazing. I think that's one great thing that came out of the pandemic is that people are looking at different ways for technology to help them when they want to work from home.
To successfully work from home.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And, you know, sometimes people have distributed offices or they have somebody, now virtual assistants, people working from all over. If they're making an outbound call, let's say somebody's working from Atlanta, well, they could be calling with the business caller ID from anywhere. So that really opens up a lot of doors for folks too. So, you know, people are usually quite amazed when they see all the features. That was one of our recent webinars as well. We just kind of went through all that.
Excellent. We'll definitely share the link to your YouTube channel too when we post this video because there's some really good content there and great information. Is there anything else you want our viewers to know about Ekaru?
If anybody out there has questions about technology, I mean, we're happy to set up a call, join one of our webinars. They're open to folks who, you don't have to be a client to be part of that. So we really want to reach out to the community and make a connection. We pride ourselves in being friendly and helpful. This is one of our core values. So we're here to help.
Right.
Well, Well, thank you both so much for being here. We can tell that you are very friendly and helpful just by the information you shared and the events that you are going to be hosting. And we'll make sure that we find the links for all those and post those.
Great.
Well,
Thank you so much, Danielle.
Yeah,
Thank you for the
Welcome to the
opportunity.
chamber. So excited to
Thank
have you as
you.
a member.
Thank
Thanks so
you.
much. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
The Coalition for a Better Acre invests in communities, developing stable neighborhoods, and building futures. Since day one, Enterprise Bank has been CBA's leading local funder because Enterprise understands commercial lending, how to streamline the process, and make it easy, serving as a trusted advisor and partner. Whatever your idea of success, Enterprise can help get you there. Enterprise Bank. Create real success. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.